This is the pretty badass Kelly Klein telling you to turn it to 11 and take it to the max.
This is the voice of Killer Cross, and right about now, we are about to take it to the max. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Madhouse.
Hey, this is the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. Welcome to the Madhouse.
Some of you are now getting the opportunity to finally meet the monster behind the man. The intensity that is me.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Max Wrestling /RWT. This is not Beyond the Mic. Beyond the Mic is over. This is a special edition of Max Wrestling in the Hot Seat. Now, within the Hot Seat, you've heard people like Pro Wrestler Killer Cross. You've heard Amir Blackbane Costello on this show going into Promo Mania. But in this particular one, we are talking with none other than the crippler, Moses Marquez. Moses, how are you?
What's going on, Mike? I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. Well, Moses, the crippler Marquez, that is you. There's a lot to discuss here, man, because first and foremost, the promo climax is coming to an end, and it is at its end as we speak. But something that came out of the promo climax was you did your final bout, which was against Chris Maldonado, which, by the way, I will say this, and I said it on Beyond the Mic, I appreciated it, I thought it was cute, and I love the fact that you impersonated me, because that's what I've been waiting for, because you did me. How the fuck did you get my house? Dude, I really did appreciate that. I'll start off with that. I thought that was great.
Well, I mean, I'm always interrupting yours, so I figured it's about time, you know, it goes vice versa. I will tell you that's a lot more work than people think.
It is. It really is. I'll be honest, because you do a British accent, and you know how the fuck you get in my house. And I'll be honest with you, when I do the British accent, or I do you, first and foremost, well, you got more now, so I got to add the Facebook, the YouTube, SMR Podcast Network, because you're growing your platform, so hey, man, it gives me a lot to work with, too.
Yeah, I know. Apparently I'm getting louder in your promos, too, but that's okay. I mean, I'm all about it.
Hey, man, you're hyped. Well, you're like Mojo Rawley. You don't get hyped, you stay hyped. That's what you do with your...
There we go.
All right.
I like it.
But Mr. Moses Marquez, something came out of that with your bout with Chris Maldonado. With Chris Maldonado getting the victory in his final promo as well, you put out a little thing in RWT where you said, I officially retire from promos. Now, I got to ask you, what in the world, man? Because a lot of people were like, why you retire from promos, man? You know, you shouldn't take that. It's just a loss. We move forward. You've come back a long way since King of the Mic. What was the thought process going into that?
Okay, if I could be
serious for a minute,
frank as possible, as blunt, as direct as possible, I like I said in my live video, trying to explain myself again. I was full of emotions at the time. So truth be told, when I feel some type of way, as they say, I have very little of a filter, and I don't think a lot of what I say through. So with all that being said, I will admit to exactly what Travis calls it. I got butthurt and quit. I have legit put my absolute all into winning this. I took it far too seriously. I allowed myself to get caught up in a character. I lived my own gimmick, Mike, and I got to assure you that that is not a good thing. It didn't do the Warrior well, and it didn't do me well either. So I felt some type of way. I went straight to that post, and I posted my retirement. And I will admit, as I have spoken to just about everybody about it, it is a decision I do in some form regret. However, I am a man of my word. So.
Well, you put out the video reasons in the RWT group, and I have to say this. Like I said, you talk about no filter. You laid it all out there. You said your reasons, but one thing in particular was with a fellow individual who was in your block, and it was also 1/3 of the Max Wrestling podcast, that being the Butcher. you were not happy with some of the words that he said, what he pretty much spewed during his promo with the Walker, where Butcher was not feeling so well, so he did his promo live on Max. We got Walker, he sent his promo in. We got to see Chris Maldonado and your promo as well on that same episode of Max Wrestling. But something that the Butcher said did not sit well with you, and you pretty much aired it, and during your live video, let us know what you were feeling with the Butcher as well.
Yeah, so again, it's been some time. I have sat back, I've thought about it. Look, the Butcher's the Butcher, and he's gonna say whatever he wants to say because he wants to say it when he wants to say it, and nobody's gonna stop him. But when you want to put me in a box because you don't like my towel, you call out my ethnicity, you're Mexican, act Mexican. Okay, well, I have the skin tone. I think I have the last name. Is that enough? My last name is Z. Is that enough? No, is that enough? Well, I mean, it's like, dude, like, why would you? I understand where you're getting at. You don't like my towel. You don't like my gimmick. You want me to be me. I understand that. Then say that. Don't say act Mexican, because then you're just telling me you expect to see me with a sombrero on, wearing a poncho, singing I don't even know what by Selena, because I don't listen to Selena. My wife does. So I don't know the names of the song. I just might know them by heart. But that's a different story for a different day. My whole thing is, and I don't, as much as I'm complaining and as much as I took it all to heart, I'm not as upset at the Butcher as I was. The fact is because, you know what, in a way he's right. I needed to quit the Crippler gimmick. But I mean, there was totally different ways you could have said that.
Whew. First and foremost, put some respect, God rest her soul, in Selena's name. I Could Fall in Love, Dreaming of You Tonight, the two major hits. God bless your wife.
Beady Beady Bum Bum. Hello?
Beady Beady Bum Bum, yes. Selena, yes.
I just remembered one.
Well, your wife has good taste.
She would kill me if she heard this. I'm so glad she's not home.
Number 2. My goodness, man. So, by the way, first and foremost, just on the sidebar, how much would you be on the couch just for disrespecting the name that is Selena?
Oh, dude, on the couch? No. I would have to sleep in my car, and mind you, I pay most of the bills and the rent. So I'd still be sleeping in my car.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So, Selena...
But I think I would deserve it, so...
Okay. So, Selena aside, though, now with Butcher, as you know, there is also no filter with the Butcher. And I'll be honest with you, I think he could have worded it differently. And I'll say this to you as far... Like, you talk about the Hispanic thing, well, look at yourself. Like, you got the towel on you, right? You could kind of be, and I'll give him a nice nod, I mean, you could kind of be like the Hispanic Taz in a way, because look at Taz. He made a gimmick with having the towel on his head. He made a lot of money from it. He had a great career.
That was half my inspiration, by the way, is Taz.
Which, first of all, that's a great thing because, Beat Me If You Can, Survivor I Let You. He's got the judo background, the suplexes, the overhead, the capture plexes. I mean, I like that, and I dug it, and I think with you it's because I know it's something that you based off of, your high school tenure, your amateur career, and, wiping up the blood with the towel. I knew you were trying something different, and first and foremost, I even said this to you when we did the King of the Mic. I'm like, dude, don't let that get to you. And you have to prove yourself. You don't want everybody laughing at you. You don't want that emotion of taking you as a joke, because then you came back, you beat Travis, you beat the Butcher, and you pretty much place yourself atop of Block B during those promos. So I think this, even though you talk about, I mean, you did have the Chris Maldonado loss and the Lewis loss, dude, you did come back better than ever than what you did in King of the Mic. I said you did 10 times better, and I think you worked hard at what you did.
And I appreciate all that. And like I said, after talking to everybody, and legitimately, as even you say, your time from your first promo to where you are now, you've legit gone leaps and bounds. Let us all, remember the 9% for a minute. That's where I started. I came in cocky, arrogant, and I got my ass handed to me. I took that as a learning experience. I felt I grew from it, and I thought that growing was enough, and the reality is it isn't. I don't think that's going to be the only stage of me if I decide to return to promo competition. But the Crippler wasn't enough. What I needed was to harness my own energy and figure out a way to win through my own merit, not through some darker source or some old school thought process. I needed to find it in myself to do better promos, and it didn't work, but that's fine. Again, all this was a learning experience. I found out what I did right. I found out what I did wrong. And again, if I decide to return, I feel I have a better shot now.
Well, first and foremost, Daddy's Home will still be etched in my brain from that promo on The Butcher. I'm like, did this man literally just say Daddy's Home? And then that same week, Tommaso Ciampa, Goldie Daddy's Home. And I'm like, how about that?
See, now let me give you the little inside story about that whole thing. See, me and Tommaso were friends, you see. I'm just totally joking. I was going to say, like, I said it to him on Twitter. He's this is great. No, I legit was like, holy crap, he's got to listen. That was my reaction while watching NXT that day.
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing, too, dude. When we do these promos, it's artistic expression. You also made the great point, and I'll even say this, the first promo series, and I told this to Daz when we did Beyond the Mic, and I know you listened to Beyond the Mic, and I'll reiterate it for those that didn't hear it. Dude, I friggin' pretty much said, like, I only did the first promo series just because Daz wanted people, and he said, Mike, would you do this? And Daz was my friend. He's been my friend for over 3 years now. So I said, sure, dude, I'll do it. And then I did the Robert Davis promo. I think I did another promo on Teddy, which, funny enough, Teddy was my first promo in the first promo climax, and then here we are, promo climax 2. He was my first promo, and then that's where the rap came in. So, but it all really correlates and ties in together. But, dude, I even said, look at me from that Music to My Ears promo. And I'll be honest with you, people, the first time you got to see the Stat Man was against yours truly at last year's promo climax. And the leaps and bounds you have to take, because I knew going into King of the Mic when I entered, a lot of people just knew me as the knowledge guy. What people know me as is the knowledge guy. Oh, Mike, he knows a lot about wrestling, but he really can't talk. And then I go in there and I beat Courtney Summers, I beat Travis the Walker Anderson, and then I beat Robert Davis in the final. Then come Promo Slam, all hell broke loose, and I decided to put on a British accent and impersonate everybody and just get serious. And then here we are.
It was great.
Thank you. And here we are. I'm promo champion going into promo series against Travis the Walker Anderson, and possibly, if Robert Davis beats me, as we are recording this week, we will have ourselves a Fatal 4 with Robert Davis, Travis, and the Demoness. So, I mean, it could go either way, but I look at it like this. I'm up for the challenge. I knew going into it that I wanted to not be what Butcher was, because Butcher only had, during his entire tenure, only had one title defense, and that was at Promo Slam, and hello, look what happened there. So, I mean, so you have to look at it like, you know what it was, too? Because it really started, and here's the thing that I'm looking forward to, Travis, is because we got history, we got King of the Mic, we got Promo Slam, but it really started after I beat him that he wanted a shot at the promo title, and he challenged the Butcher, and Butcher, there was what happened, so we made it a Fatal 4-Way. So, yeah, and he's been scratching and clawing. He had to go through Courtney, he had to go through Amir, so we all kind of had to, like, step it up to get where we are today. So I really have been enjoying the build. That's why I say to you, and how this comes to you, don't let 2 losses, 2 wins, or 2 wins, 2 losses. That was a great record for the promo climax. I mean, Ted P. De Niro worked his butt off, and he's had more wins and losses. He just beat Zach Herring this week because he told him that he was gay, which was a funny-ass promo from Teddy P.
I died with that one. That was a great promo.
It was very good, and then now Zach and Teddy are done, but I mean, and now it comes down to, what happens with myself and Robert. So, dude, promo series is going to be lit, but you, my friend, here's some history between the you and I. Last year's promo series was on the countdown. Knowledge title was on the line. It was me challenging me and you on Smart Mark Radio last year, and now come full circle 1 year later, you're on Max. You're on a Max special challenging for the Knowledge title, Moses.
It's about time. I think the last time I competed through this, I want to say, was through the Iron Bank.
Yeah, that was your first ever Max special. Was the Promo Mania kickoff? You were in the Iron Bank contract. You almost won.
Almost.
Almost.
See, the funny thing is about that one, if anybody goes back and listens to those things, right after I got that question wrong, I legitimately had the correct answer for every other question that was answered, and I was like, crap. But it is what it is. Again, I'm acting like a grown up, as they say, and understanding that every loss is a learning experience. So.
Well, look at it like this, man. We have Iron Bank. The next Iron Bank is coming next year, and we're going to get more people in there. So here's the thing, man. Depending on what happens at Promo Series, you could be the Knowledge champ, and people could be entering Iron Bank to go after you. So it really, anything could happen with that. The knowledge title is going to be fun. And like I said, it comes full circle, and I'll be honest with you, dude, I wanted you in that just because last year we done Smart Mark. I'm like, let's get Moses on, for a proper thing on an actual Max special, and here you are. So I mean, I'm looking forward to it. Travis is in there as well, and Travis, this is where we're talking to Travis now. Travis is on this show 3 times. He's in the promo title bout, he's in the knowledge title bout, and he's taking on Andre Corbeil. Ladies and gentlemen, wrestling fans tuning in worldwide. Now I ask you, after seeing Andre Corbeil's video, boxing, he's wanting a shot at me. He's going after Travis. Travis did not take kindly to his challenge, so he wanted him to go against Travis at promo series. What do you think about the inclusion of one Andre Corbeil?
So here's the thing about Andre Corbeil. When I heard the name, I was like, who? Now, I say that respectfully, okay? I do, in all honesty, because if I don't know who you are, but I then search your name, you become important to me. And after doing some research and watching his videos, but he's got a nice left jab, by the by, I like him. Now, I will say this. I have had my fair share of battles with Mike Larkin. I'm sorry, with Travis Anderson. And I don't think he can be taken lightly by any means. From my first bout with him to now, he's grown tremendously. Maybe he's a little similar to somebody than I thought he would become, but that's a different thing for later. And so I don't know. I mean, I'm very interested in to see how this goes. Does Andre have that something to take down the Walker?
We shall see. I think he does. I know Andre has a game plan. I know he's coming into it. I mean, for those that don't know, Andre Corbeil, I've worked with Andre Corbeil. We've done an interview with Brian Cage. It's on his channel. We've done shows together. He's been on Beyond the Mic. Him and myself and a gentleman by the name of J-Bone did prediction show on J-Bone's channel, Smash This Podcast for Impact Wrestling. So I've had the pleasure of working with Andre. Andre Corbeil has actually been on Max Wrestling, so for Max Wrestling listeners and for those that are new to Max Wrestling, he was on an edition of In the Hot Seat back in 2016, so you can go back and listen to that with Andre Corbeil. So we are familiar with Andre Corbeil. Andre Corbeil was trained by the great Bill Apter. Now, Bill Apter, Pro Wrestling Illustrated, the PWI 500. He's worked with Vince Russo. He's friends he's friends with the Hart family. So Andre knows his stuff. He's done commentary for a Canadian promotion called RCW. What's funny about him is we were talking about it, dude. He actually did commentary with now the late great Rick Titan, also known as the fake Razor Ramon. God rest his soul. So I mean, Andre's been around the bend. I'll say this. I'll quote you: "To catch you around the bend, he's been around the bend." Mr. Moses Marquez. So he knows his shit. So I mean, personally, I'm looking forward to seeing what Andre concocts against the Walker. I don't take the Walker lightly, man, because, like I said, he's coming correct. He's putting on a mask. He's doing his thing. He's adding a lot to it. And I'll be honest with you, even though he gets bowed up and he makes others bowed up in a way, as he says now, dude, I respect Travis the Walker Anderson because he does give it his all, and he really does work hard. I truly mean that. I know, fuck you, we're going to be doing a promo series battle soon, but he does work hard, and really everybody does work hard in the promos. I got to give everybody respect. That includes you, dude.
I appreciate it, and no, you're absolutely. Everybody is out there busting their ass. But if I can be given the moment to tell a quick story, because the whole bowed up thing, I love it, but it goes right back to my high school wrestling days. I have a friend who, he's not from California, but he moved to California because he wanted to get the better education. AKA, not gonna lie to you, if you're a good athlete, schools love you and they will help you get better grades and help you get into college. Play sports, guys. It helps. Anyway, so my buddy, I'm going to call him Steve because I can't say his real name. He'll get mad. He actually listens to everything that we do. But what I will say is I will tell you his nickname. His nickname is Country. And the reason we called him Country is because he's originally from Arkansas.
Wow.
And his whole thing is he would go into the weight room before every meet, no matter what school we're at, he would barge in there and didn't care. and he's like, "What, dude? Country, what are you doing? I gotta get bowed up." That was always his thing. And I'm like, what the fuck does that? Whatever. And I would always ignore it. But then I hear Travis say it, and I'm like, is that Country? Did Country grow up and move over there to South Carolina or something? But the Country's like twice the size of Travis. But I just think it's hilarious because it's just like, really? Back to high school stuff all over again.
Well, it's now in the mountains of North Carolina with Travis and here in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Because bowed up is very popular in the Carolinas. I'll be honest with you, family members of mine have said bowed up. That's where I actually got it from. And I'll say this right now, God rest her soul, my Aunt Louise was bowed up. So I get it. Getting bowed up. Getting bowed up.
Get bowed up.
Bowed up.
I love it, though. Put it on a shirt.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. We got Travis. We have so many great people doing the thing. And like I said, I give you credit. But one person I got to mention, and I know she scares the shit out of you, and you're afraid she's going to haunt your dreams. How about the Demoness?
Oh, first off, I said it in that video. I am backing her 1,000,000%. Every RWT award that's come up, I voted for her and then myself, but her first. And like what the fuck? Now that I really sit back and I think about it, I'm glad I was in the B block. I probably would have quit after the first match with her. Like, I don't even want to try anymore. Sorry. She's scary in a good way. And this is competition number 1.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to happen when it turns into number 2, let alone number 5?
See, I'll say this to you people, and I think you can agree with me. The first bout she had with Zach Herring, then her bouts with Robert, then her bout with me. Look at how far Miss Nicola McDonald has come since the first bout with Zach Herring. Because here's the thing, they were both new with Zach, because we always would just get those quick, I don't need to tell y'all how pretty I am. And then we see what he did later on, but I got to say, he's another one. So, and I'll say this, Travis the Walker Anderson also comes into this, Mr. Moses Marquez. So if you people want to thank myself and Travis, I gave you the Demoness. Travis gave you Zach. So that's who brought them into the promo climax. And I got to say, they made their marks.
No, absolutely. I love, like I said, my whole arrogance thing from what was it?
King of the Mic.
King of the Mic. Thank you.
Oh.
It reminds me of how Zach came out. He kind of reminded me of like a Damian Sandow intellectual
Savior of the masses,
whatever. Exactly. And I'm just like, this is great. This is funny. I don't think anybody's going to vote for the guy, but he's funny. I mean, and his promos from day one to the last one got better after each one. But I think to be completely honest, the Demoness, if there was anybody that stepped up their game, especially per round, it was her.
Now, I will say this. First and foremost, it has to come to this, and I will say this. Zach Herring was the 9% of this tournament. So,
yes. All right.
So
welcome to the 9% club, bud.
So you were not the 9%.
Punch in the back.
So, yes, during the bout that I had with Zach, I got the 91%. He got the 9%. So you were not. So he was the Mr. 9% of this tournament. And I'll be honest with you, he did not deserve that 9% because he was very good. And you know what it is too? I like the subtleties and the shortness because we all are out here trying to do our stuff. And like I said, we're all working hard. But he's just like, fuck you. I don't need to tell you how pretty I am. I'm prettier than all of y'all. That's pretty much what he said. Go fuck yourselves. Fuck you. I'm pretty. That's it.
And it's great. But that's like if you were to legit go to like ECW back in the day, that might actually be somebody's promo.
Of course. Like Shane Douglas would just cut a promo just cursing for like 2 minutes and that would be his promo and you get over it. The franchise. But yeah, no, man. It's just throughout this entire promo climax, and I'm going to say it too, and I'll say it on your block. First and foremost, I'm going to mention his name because I can. Lewis did a great job as the Destroyer, whatever he did, the unfortunate circumstances that happened there, but Lewis was a great competitor. I'll flat out say that. He was great. He was someone that I was looking forward to taking on in the future, but Lewis really did his thing and his character as well, ever since the RWT Civil War and the work they did in the promo climax.
No, I for those of you that know the story, I was the guy that brought Lewis into the RWT group. Truth be told, I was messing around on Facebook one day. I randomly found a show where a gentleman was having a wrestling discussion with his son, and I was all ears. I have 2 boys, so, and I'm very upset over how it went down. It sucks, but he's one of those guys where he knows, okay, you know what, it's done. What's done is done, and unfortunately, his retirement may be permanent. But the little bit he had, he always brought fire. Like you said, from the Civil War to this, he brought intensity. He brought heat. He felt like a supervillain.
Yeah, and of course, and we got to see such great lines as Baba Yaga and the whole 9 there. So, I mean, yeah, I dug it. I really did. And then also on the other side of things, we had Chris Maldonado with Evolution is fucking beautiful, bruh. And I mean, Chris, from his promo with the Walker, from his promo with the Butcher, and his promo with you, I gotta say, he's another one to look out for because we got the promo league coming up, so he's gonna do his thing in that as well.
To be completely honest, I did not take Chris for a promo.
Mm-hmm.
I took him lightly. Okay? I think that was my issue with how I lost. That I took him lightly. I went in there thinking it was nothing. He came out swinging for the fences. He wanted to knock me out in the first round, and he did it. I was out. And as much as I want to be like, but I fucking lost to Chris Maldonado. You know what? Now that I look back on it, I fucking lost to Chris Maldonado. What the fuck? Like, bro, like, it's the fucking Hooligan Zoo crew. Am I supposed to beat the rapper man? No, I'm not supposed to beat the rapper man because he's a rapper. But no, in all retrospect, he's a good promo. He brought the fire, and I'm a little curious on what he's gonna bring. Like how you said, come promo league. I wonder maybe how him and say I wouldn't mind like him versus Lewis going at it one time if that could go down. That'd be cool.
And I've said
I wouldn't mind seeing you and Chris. That'd be pretty all right.
I was just about to say, man, because Chris and I have history as well from the RWT Civil War. He chose his side, that being Evolution. I stuck with RWT, and obviously I put my hat to the side and said Evolution's fucking beautiful, bruh, with my tongue swirling around my mouth. So, I mean, hey, Chris and I have some stuff that we could do and have fun with, but someone else, and I'll say this to you right now, you and I, there is some unfinished business with us. I mean, obviously we got the knowledge title, which is great. And personally, I think with the knowledge title, I'm going to say this to you, Moses, I want to see you in there for more, whether it be in January. We got podcast promo Rumble. We got promo Mania. We got the Iron Bank contract. I like to see you in there as well. Unfortunately, since I beat the Phoenix is not challenging for the knowledge title right now. So we need some more people. And I want to see you keep sticking around for the knowledge title bouts.
So here's, and I'm glad you brought that whole thing up. I said in my video, for those who actually watched it and remember, I said the only way I'm competing is if I win the knowledge title. So that's not the case anymore. I am a man of my word. Here's the thing. I'm not ever going to stop chasing the knowledge title. Not one bit. But when it comes to the promo title, what I'll say is I have one opponent so far, at least for the beginning. I have one opponent at Promo Series, and that is a man that I have. I believe it's a 1-1 between him and I. So this is the rubber match in some ways. And if I beat Travis to go on to face you for the knowledge title, I will come out of retirement for promo competition.
Well, we're going to see how it goes down on the countdown show, the kickoff for Promo Series, which, as we are recording this, it is November 12th. That will air next week. We will be recording that November 18th, and it will be out early next week. The countdown, the kickoff show for Promo Series for NXT TakeOver War Games, which is coming up, and Survivor Series. So that will be your countdown show for Promo Series. Then we get to the main show, which will feature the promo title, yours truly defending that against Travis and possibly Robert and Nikla, depending on the outcome this week, and the Walker versus Andre Corbeil. So we have a stacked lineup for Promo Series 4 Active War, Mr. Moses Marquez.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a good one. Like you said, you got the Walker versus Corbeil, mad intriguing, totally off the wall match. That's going to be interesting. You could have a possible fatal 4-way for the promo title. I'm not going to lie between you. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping the Demoness can just sneak her way in there and take the whole thing. But who knows? We'll see how it goes. And then, yeah, we got us for the countdown. So, I mean, I'm pumped. I'm ready to go. Like I said, I'm all about the knowledge title. Like I've reached out to you for those who actually know that story that 1 year ago when we tried this. I reached out to you because I felt I could beat you for it, and you know what? I was schooled.
You know what it is too, and I'll be honest with you. If I had the New Japan knowledge that Kenny Keller, the inaugural knowledge champion, had, yeah. But no, I know some New Japan, but Kenny knows him some New Japan. And funny story about that is Kenny Keller is actually the one who got us Max boys hooked onto New Japan because he loved it so much. He's like, guys, you got to watch this, and we did, and we've been loving New Japan ever since. So you got to give big ups to Kenny Keller, but. I think with the knowledge title, like I said, it's been an inception, since 2016. The only champions have been Kenny, me, and now I'm still been the champ since Promo Mania 3. So it's been 600 something days since I've been the knowledge champ. So I'm going on 600 plus, and I've only been the promo champion for I don't even know how many days now, but since August. So I'm already 3 months into my reign, so let's see what the hell happens going into promo series. And I said this to you, and I know you heard it in my promo slam promo, dude. I want to be a fighting champion. I want to take on the best I could possibly. I got Andre Corbeil to possibly worry about, because if Andre Corbeil beats Travis at promo series, Moses, we get a promo title bout featuring Andre Corbeil on December 5th, the Captain Dazzy Lee's birthday.
Now that you say that, I kind of hope Corbeil wins, because that's something I'm very interested in. Like I said, you don't take the Walker lightly, but if I can get me a little Corbeil and Larkin, I'm all about it.
Now, and like I said, he's a friend of mine, but him and I will do the damn thing. Same with Travis, same with anybody that I go against, except the Butcher. No, I'm just kidding. But with the Butcher, that's the thing too. Here's the thing. Here's the funny part about the Butcher, my fellow brother and my fellow Max Wrestling captain. And the funny thing about this is, we've had knowledge title bouts. We've had the 4-way for the promo side, the promo title. Excuse me, say that 5 times fast. Promo title at Promo Slam. Excuse me. But interesting fact, Moses. Butcher and I have never, ever gone one-on-one for the promo title. And that's a rematch because, Butcher never got his rematch. So that's a one-on-one bout people would like to see, Larkin and the Butcher.
I wouldn't mind seeing that one. That, I think, could be a little, a little low blow. I'm sure it could get a little dirty.
Yes,
that way.
I will say this.
A couple low blows on each side.
Well, as someone who has known the Butcher like Daz for about 2.5, 3 years, him and I could have some fun with our promo. I'm not going to obviously go personal, but we could have fun.
Oh, trust me. It's something I'm sure everybody would want to see.
Oh, my goodness. But yeah, man, I mean, promo series isn't coming. We got Podcast Promo Rumble 5, and the interesting thing is, much like you see with the G1 in New Japan, the winner, if the promo champion retains at promo series, then the promo champion, that being me, we get to choose my opponent for Podcast Promo Rumble 5, and there's a lot of people I could choose from, so it's going to be interesting on the road to promo series into Podcast Promo Rumble. But I will say this, as far as what happened with this promo climax, I want to ask you, overall, stuff went down, we've had people drop out, we've had some great promos, we've had a lot of people having fun. Overall, what were your thoughts about this year's promo climax?
I felt it was it was you know what, like how you said, unfortunately there was dropouts, there was my incident, there was a whole, but it was a cluster, to put it lightly, but I still loved it. I still loved every minute of it. Every week was great promos from every single competitor, whether it be their first promo, their 100th promo, whatever. Everybody gave it their all every single week, and whether they had to drop out due to, work obligations, maybe they just weren't feeling it anymore, whatever, they still were willing enough to give it their all when they were there. And, that's honorable in itself. Like I said, I felt I stuck it out all the way through. Again, I learned the hard way. I put my big boy pants on, and, I have a goal in mind now. So, again, who knows how it goes from now, but this promo climax was great. I'm not going to say the first one was okay. I'm going to say this one was better than the first one, and who knows how the third one's going to go. So every year, everything just gets better and better and better. Whether it was Emir and Black Bane Black Bane and Butcher doing their thing, and then the evolution, if you will, of Michael Larkin to hell, the fucking arrival of the Demoness. It's just gotten better.
It has, man. And with the announcement of the promo leak, I'm kind of a little disappointed. Well, first and foremost, with the announcement of the promo leak from one Dazzy Lee, the captain, there will not be a promo series, promo climax next year. And unfortunately, here's the other sad part about it. There's no more King of the Mic next year since we got the promo leak. So I won't be able to defend my crown. So the only winner of the King of the Mic tournament is Mike Larkin. So yeah, I don't get to defend my crown next year. I'm kind of bummed,
King Mike.
King Mike.
Everybody just call him King Mike.
King Mike. There you go. Forget King Mo. King Mike. There you go.
There you go. Fuck King Corbin, too.
Oh, don't get me started. Fuck. Oh, God. Yeah, you son of a gun. Okay. But no, man. Well, first and foremost, as always, I got to appreciate you because thank you for taking the time to do this. This is another edition of In the Hot Seat. Beyond the Mic is officially over. It is closed. The promo climax is done. Promo series takes place November 22nd with, once more to reiterate, the Mike Larkin, yours truly, defends the Knowledge Championship against Amir Blackbane Costello, Moses Marquez, and Travis the Walker Anderson. The promo title is on the line thus far as it stands. It is one-on-one. It is Larkin and Walker, and it is Walker and Andre Corbeil for a potential promo championship shot for Andre Corbeil if he beats the Walker. So stay tuned. Promo series is coming up next week with also predictions for NXT War Games and Survivor Series, Raw vs. SmackDown versus NXT. So with that being said, Moses Marquez, I'm not going to interrupt you. Please promote your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, the whole nine. The floor is yours.
I appreciate you. Yeah, follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/SMRPodNet, the official Facebook page for Smart Mark Radio Podcast Network. The easiest way to find all the episodes from Smart Mark Radio is soundcloud.com/Smart Mark Radio. Update for that, by the way, for those of you hoping for, asking where the fuck Retro's at. No Retro Rewind this week due to technical difficulties. If you did it, look at the post. That's why you need to be following SMR Podnet. Double episode of the Retro Rewind on Monday. I'm sorry, it's going to be a double episode week. So it's going to be one on Monday, one on Tuesday, but 2-episode Monday. You'll hear about it later. But yeah, Smart Mark Radio, SoundCloud.com, Spotify, iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. There you go. I was waiting for the oh, yeah.
Wasn't going to interrupt you since we are on air, but maybe for some future promos. So, hey.
There we go.
We will have some fun. So, but as far as that, also, Moses, we get to talk about, besides the Knowledge title, we get to discuss NXT and Survivor Series. So we'll have fun on the kickoff. We can do some predictions, what have you. But, guys, it's the 4th promo series. And by the way, before we even close this out, do you know what's actually very historical about promo series?
No, you're going to tell me that, right?
Yes. Okay. So what's interesting is why this is near and dear to yours truly's heart is because promo series in 2016 was my first ever Max Wrestling special. And here we are 3 years later.
Oh, damn. Look at you.
So, like I said,
for the long haul.
Yes. So, like I said, it's been a hell of a ride with Max since promo series. And here we are working with RWT, doing the damn thing. Moses Marquez, the Crippler. Now, I'm just going to say this. I don't want to see you retire, but I'm going to leave it out to the people. Will we see the Crippler again? Will we see Moses Marquez do a promo again? Let me reword that better.
I'm going to say the Crippler, probably not. Will you see me do a promo again? Let's go with maybe. But I will say this really quick. Another one of my big inspirations was Mick Foley.
Yes.
Wink, wink. So if you catch my drift, you might see another character. Who knows? Again, it all depends if I can beat Travis the Walker Anderson. But speaking of the Knowledge title, like you said, you had Phoenix can no longer compete. If I can quote Arn Anderson from this week's episode of Nitro, between you and me for that Knowledge title, it's death do us part.
First and foremost,
so I'm in it for the long haul.
That was an amazing line. I love Arn Anderson. And yes, I've been checking in on your Retro Rewind. I dig that. Yes, that was an amazing line. Go back and watch that WCW. But yeah, man, it is Death Do Us Part. It is the Knowledge title. It's the promo title. It's promo series for Act of War. Stay tuned for it next weekend. Moses Marquez. Moses the Crippler Marquez. I'm going to put in air quotes. Moses the Crippler Marquez, because that's what you are. Dude, thanks so much for taking the time to do the In the Hot Seat. I appreciate it.
I appreciate you letting me spew my nonsense.
Hey, always happy to listen, always happy to give you the platform. So, for Moses Marquez, for Mike Larkin, this has been another edition of In the Hot Seat, and we'll check in with you guys next time. Keep tuning in, keep listening, and Moses Marquez, I got something to say to you.
Go for it.
I'm going to catch you around the bend. Peace out, everybody.
You said it before I could.
Peace.
Peace.